H. Wyatt, how's it going? I have never played Rocket League ever. Hey, by Swayze, welcome. Well, Wyatt, we play Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon. Many much Pokemon essence. Hey, Moondrop, welcome to the stream. Doing fairly decent. Hopefully you are also doing well. I do some Pokemon Go every now and then. And I do believe that we are ready. At least as ready as we'll ever be. For some more encounters. You're good, but also mad. It's an interesting combination there. Almost at 18,000 attempts and about to hit Master Ball in Champions. That's some solid work there by Swayze. Ooh, bumping on up to 482 right off the bat. That's what we're talking about here. It must have been Wyatt. Hunter Wyatt. Love it. Is that for shiny hunting, Wyatt? Or is that like actual in real life hunting? You were seeing people in Champions playing with Pokemon and he was like, ooh, Champions must have Wobbuffet, right? Right? But no, he's not allowed. Of course not. It's Wobbuffet. You ready for Fire Red and Leaf Green to be compatible for home? Same. Although I understand that it's only going to go one way, similar to Bank. Which would make sense. Even though wheezing is not allowed, it's still mad. It's been years since Wobbuffet has been seen. I mean, all of the Pokemon are available on the Switch in some capacity now that ZA's out. If I remember correctly. So he's at least been on the Switch. Yeah, because he's in BDSP. But competitively, I would not be able to tell you. I just know Wobbuffet's a menace. But that's Poke Radar. Understandable. last game it could actually be usable in was Sword and Shield. Something like that. Big fan of TM36. Is that sweet scent? Or are you talking about Sludge Bomb? Because if that's the case, then yes. Yeah. I feel like TMs change over generations, so it's a little harder to be like this TM specifically. But that may be one that doesn't change. I don't know. But poison type in general. Pretty big fan of poison type. Also a fan of Sludge Wave. But I wanted to like drop bombs and not make waves. So I went with Sludge Bomb. But either would be good. Hey, cabbages. I mean, with Sludge Bomb, we get the ability to have a cool collective community name, whereas, you know, Sludge Wave wouldn't have been as cool. Bars, yeah. Because, like, the community collectively is the Sludge Bomb squad. And it kind of has a nice little play on words to it. It's like, what, the Sludge Wave Gang? SWG? I think that's that might actually be initials for a weapon of some kind. SWG. There's something there, but like the bell's ringing, it's just, you know, a few buildings over. How you doing today, cabbages? I still can't believe we could get to 500 today. Well, not today, but, you know, this weekend. Today, tomorrow. 18 subs away, and we'll have it. Maybe because we're close, I need to, like, find a way to throw this one up there. Alright, 17 left. That must have been okay. Also, cabbages, I am reading your hi in Japanese. How about 17 remaining? I like that better than 18 remaining. Gonna be honest. We'll get there. Soon. Very, very soon. Left, welcome. You restarted your game and have begun shiny hunting your starter. What you hunting for? We talking Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander? Charizard, you like Black Zard and Suicune. Suicune. Suicide. Suicune. I found Alakazam at the game corner. Oh, even if you spelt it right, Left, I still probably would have gone off on that tangent. Because there is a fun song called Pokemon, What Happened to You? Write that down, give it a listen. I sing it on the channel frequently because I just think it's such a fire song. But one of the lyrics in it is, how do I pronounce Suicune, Suicide, Suisoon, Suisoon? I don't know. Because, like, Suicune's one of those fantastic Pokemon that is in Japanese already, you know? Like, its name doesn't change because it is a Japanese name. So, I think regardless of how Pokedex says to pronounce it, or the anime, it's Suicune. I think that would be like the more logical pronunciation of it. You figure once home compatibility comes, you can get all three. They could have fixed the roar glitch. Oh yeah, that would have been nice. Got a blast! Ooh, Jimmy Neutron, bro. That's a throwback. That's what's up. Jimmy Neutron. Got a blast. And thanks for the luck. Might have a drink tonight to enjoy your weekend off, but don't want to deal with the consequences. I mean, how much are we talking about, and like how dire are these consequences? Is it a 1 leads to 7 kind of scenario where we're not feeling great in the morning? Hey, thanks, Moondrop. I like Wobbuffet. It's been like 6 months. Don't know how it'll go. Might just eat some noodles instead. Drastically different scenarios. I love it. Hey, Negan, welcome. Haven't caught them yet. Still working on those ones, but we did get the Alakazam. Alakazam. Ooh, somebody's smashing the heart emoji. Wife said just do both. Just not on an empty stomach and you'll be great. And like, what are we talking? What's the beverage of choice? Pudding juice. Ah, okay. Little Jaeger. Yeah, that'll... If one leads to 3, I'm pretty sure you'll be messed up. I personally haven't ever really touched this stuff, so I'm pretty sure one would send me over the edge. First weekend off together in around 7 months, man, I feel that. Moondrop, you learn to appreciate the guidance that your janky mouse is giving your artistic flair. Fermented pudding juice. Not gonna lie, Negan, pudding juice kind of sounds like that liquid layer that pudding gets if it sits in the fridge for like 4 days without getting stirred around. That little separation layer that happens. That's what pudding juice is giving. You're a super lightweight. Like, I think the only time I've ever been anywhere close to that is like, I can count the number of beverages I've had on one hand. And that's 3 shots. And like a bottle of Bud Ice. Not even a bottle, it's more like a mouthful that I spat half of it out of because I learned very quickly that that wasn't apple juice when I was like 6 years old. But other than that, 3 shots of Crown Royal on different occasions, mixed in as a hot toddy because we didn't have cough syrup, and I just was over it. So it's like, yeah, this will knock me out. We'll throw some honey, some lemon juice, and some water, and a shot, and just heat it up a little bit, just a smidge, and then down the hatch. When I tell you it laid me out, I slept so good. art is your calmness. Yeah, I could understand being frustrated if you're going there for calm and zen and chaos ensues. Had a toothache, your grandpa said, "Here." That's okay. My grandma, like, legitimately tried to light me up when I was 17. It was like Christmas Eve or something, and we were spending some time down at my grandparents' house. They live like 6 houses down the road from where I grew up. So my grandma was like, "Hey, insert dad's name here. I'm going to have a glass of wine. Do you want one?" And my dad's like, "Oh, sure, I'll have one. You know, he can drive home. It'll be fine." And then my grandma's like, "Well, do you want one?" And I'm like, "Grandma, I'm 17. I got 4 years." And he's like, "I don't care. It's Christmas Eve." And then my dad's like, "No, he'll be driving." It is a good granny. She's funny. Sorry, had to chit chat with a toddler. Hey, Ryland! We're doing pretty great. 16 subscribers, and we hit 500. The year-long goal will come to a completion. But it's okay, because we did it organically. And I'm okay with taking another year to get 1,000. Or rather, once we hit 500, it's probably going to pop off even more, and we'll probably hit 1,000 in like 3 months. So it seems to be kind of more exponential that way. But how are you doing? It's been like 25 hours or so. Limiting yourself to 5? If you pass out, just make sure the stream is still running by Swayze. Got some shinies on Pokemon Home. Nice. I'm very sad I missed the Tinkaton shiny community day. For the next 3 hours? Okay, then you'll be fine. What is it? Ounces per body weight per 6 minutes? 15 minutes? There's like a mathematical equation to figure this out. One time, you were so mad that your head was hurting bad like 2 days ago. You were mad that your head was hurting, or you were so mad your head started to hurt? Only got one shiny on the Tinka-Tink Community Day. That's a bummer. Yeah, I like looked down at my watch and it said, "Oh hey, Community Day starts now," but like it was already 6, and I guess it would have been 4, 5. No, it was 6. It's like 3 hours ago when it notified me. Like, oh, thanks for that. You was mad, your head was hurting. Headaches aren't fun. Felt the yawn. I feel like it's a dad thing. Just screaming as you yawn, because it's like the most acceptable way to get out some frustration and legitimately scream, yell, or whatever you want to do. Let out a little pain and pent up emotion. Same with sneezing, you know? Those are the 2 acceptable ways to get out those yells. Fatherly facts. Hey, Moondrop, have a good one. Oh my gosh. I'm officially old enough that YouTube ads are recommending golf clubs to me. Speaking of dad and dad things. I think this year, for Father's Day, instead of taking my dad for a game of golf, I think I'm going to take him to see Masters of the Universe. He grew up with watching He-Man. I think it'd be funny. Oh, YouTube. The good old days. Like, I watched a trailer for it, and I'm like, this looks intentionally cheesy, and I love it. Hey, Guillermo, welcome back. Got that good cheese, yeah. You are watching me on your TV. Not quite to the big screen yet, but we're making our way there. I love it. Be there someday. I can go the distance, or something like that. 89, 94. Cupcake and his hot dog potato. That is an interesting name. We be shiny hunting some Pokemon here in Leaf Green. 87. I think my brother is born in 89 and my sister in 87, actually. That's pretty freaking funny. It's a gift. Just from eating your noodles there by Swayze? Or was it my singing? I swear I'm not part Jigglypuff. But I was kind of singing Go the Distance under my breath, so, you know. It took you forever to figure out, understand what was wrong with the priestesses. Yeah, I definitely didn't give this area too much thought when I first went through. I was like, oh yeah, it's a ghost town, whatever. Yes, they are. Most of them. I think they also changed the name of these people. I'm not sure if their trainer name, or trainer type, rather, is still Channeler. Let's find out. I was possessed. Hey, Dino. Took you a while to figure out that ghost types are technically the demon type in Pokemon. Are they? What does that make dark type? Cause like, that's a harder distinction for me. Hey, what's good? Love the name. Really wish this had online. I think it would have done well to have online. But the trade-off for that is every time we do a playthrough, we get to shiny hunt Deoxys again. So, for what it's worth, it may be better that it doesn't, because then they just hard-coded the mystery gift into it. Dark type or cruel nature, fair enough. The catch rate on Registeel, I never noticed that to be a huge problem. Maybe I just got really lucky though. No champions for you tonight? Yeah, you'll probably start losing ranks. You went through 40 Pokeballs? Gosh, dang. Ah, gotcha. Shoebill birds in real life. You're Ultra Ball Tier 2, so the worst you could drop to is Ultra Ball Tier 4. No, I mean, that's still a drop. Wouldn't be fun. I saw Austin John Plays posted a video about his unbeaten team. You might switch over to shorts because you need to film a trailer for your new upcoming movie. It's a movie about planes and dinosaurs. Do you also like trains, Dino? The stream is super laggy. Well, that's unfortunate. It seems to have a good connection on my side, though. Ah, it's back to normal now? Good, good. No, why? I don't know, you just like planes and dinosaurs. I was wondering if trains was in there as well. Because, like, I'm assuming you also like Pokemon. because dinosaurs, planes, ships, and trains. Yeah, basically. You're gonna meet me over on Shorts? Fair enough. We'll see you there. We'll wait for you. Hello there. It doesn't look like you're on Shorts though. It looks like you're still chatting in on the horizontal stream. Just saying. Bro, you're still on my horizontal stream, it looks like. You're gonna keep your number one. You are number one. Ramses is number one. Ramses' muscles are number one. Dino's the captain now. Xylon, welcome. It's going to take you a while to get 2 moonstones because 1 out of 30 encounters is Clefairy and 1 out of 20 has a moonstone. So 1,200 encounters and you should have 2 moonstones. The math is in fact mathin'. The better question is, why the urgency to get a moonstone super early on? Are you doing like a Professor Oak challenge of some kind? Because you do get 4 throughout the natural course of the game. The house is at 68 degrees. About to drop to 64. No, filling Pokedex. Okay, so like if you're just trying to fill the Pokedex, there's 4 moonstones. That's all that should be needed throughout the Kanto region. I mean, there's 1 in the Mount Moon, 1 in the game corner. Well, roundabout. Where are later 2? Hey, Star Killer. Okay, there's 2 in Mount Moon, 1 in Team Rocket Hideout in the game corner, and then Pokemon Mansion. Looks like there's also 1 on 2 Island, and of course the Wild Clefairy. Also, yeah. yeah. Ask the wife to pick a random number between 820K, and she said 14,267. That's when it'll shine. We talk about my ghastly? Because if so, I got some work to do. But, like, I can't even be mad about it because I totally owe the game some grind. So, one's just lying conveniently on the floor. That's the one that people will typically find. It's in a basement floor 1, I believe. The other one is in basement floor 2, and it's right before you get the fossil. There's a little crevice off on the right-hand side you can walk down. It's like 4 spaces back towards the right. Like, we're talking right before the fossil. You'll see a little indent in the cave that you can walk down a singular tile path. And you click on one of the rocks, and it has a moonstone sitting on the rock. You're predicting around 2K. I like that number a lot better. But I do owe the game some grinding. My hesitancy for answering the question of where they are is solely because I have to compute the fact that one of the moonstones has changed locations. From red and blue to this one. We'll still watch while Dex grinding. Hey, that's what we're here for. It's always nice to be able to chit-chat and grind some encounters away, some levels away. I'm actually still finishing my Dex on Fire Red. So as soon as I get this Ghastly Haunter, I'm going to trade to evolve it to a Gengar and evolve my other Pokemon on Fire Red. Game Freak loves to stack the odds, that they do. Should you continue to watch me on phone or move to PC? Well, that's totally up to you. You could do both. But depends on if you need to use your phone for other stuff. I don't know. I definitely tend to use my PC more than my phone, I think, if I can help it. And be like by Swayze at work, on 2 devices, like the old times. That and Jay Reynolds, I think Jay had it up to like 3 at one point, for kicks. Also, I haven't seen Jay Reynolds in like 2 or 3 weeks now. I do remember Swayze at work. That was so freaking funny. I don't think that will ever not be funny. You think you were on Twitch, YouTube, on the computer, and then your phone? Yeah. Sounds about right. I about gotta be getting close to a $50 Twitch payout at some point. Alright, Xylem, we'll see you in a bit. Good old Darkrai days. Good times. Just as long as they're not the Shaman days, we're good. But we will be there again soon, and I'm starting with Shaman to get it out of the way. Four to 5 years ago, you were scrolling lives and found me? That's been a hot minute. I've wanted to do a shiny only badge quest on these games for so long just because I feel like that's a staple experience to enter into the shiny hunter realm. Music's a little loud. Oh my gosh. It's been a while since we've actually been able to play this song. Hopefully it's a little quieter now. Didn't help that I had my mic like clear away from my face, so should be a little bit better. Ooh, moving on up. 15 remain. Xylon has returned. Have to call it a knife. Wife wants to watch more of it. Welcome to Dairy. I will most definitely be live tomorrow at some point. Maybe 2 points. Oh, thanks for the luck by Swayze. It's to the right. Xylon, you said that you are now on a PC. Are you watching horizontal or vertical? You're watching vertical. Okay, so if we do a little tricky trick here. Window capture. Chrome. It's right here. You found it? Nice. Yeah, this little rock down here in the bottom right corner. I'm laggy and you're on a PC? That's no good. Says I got amazing connection. I've dropped 0 frames this entire stream, which is actually quite insane. You're on Android. Should you evolve Clefairy or Nidorina? Definitely Nidorina. The queen. Get the spray paint. We're gonna make one manually. Oh, we haven't even been at this very long. Speaking of, my timer. Maybe that's why I haven't had any drop frames. My timer's not been running. There. Timer fixed. Didn't see Clefairy or Nido. Oh, definitely need to evolve Nidoqueen. Man, my oldest just doesn't want to go to sleep very well. Shake spray paint can vigorously. And I just got hit with a wave of sleepies all of a sudden. Like, we're gonna power through it, but it was just like, boom, sleep. Starkiller, are you still doing your hunt? Still 2 hours a day? Your wife has stimulants. Working on Charmander right now. Nice. I'm going to predict a Marcus encounter in the next 7 minutes. She's watching Pokemon Puzzle League on her phone right next to you. All because you told her I have an Alakazam. Big Alakazam fan. I do nickname. Some of these have just been, I got so excited for the shiny that I forgot to. In the case of Abra and Venusaur, it's just so inefficient to nickname because you would have to nickname every check and it just takes way too much time. So I will be nicknaming when I get to the name raider in Fuchsia City. Diglett and Fearow, though, I just plain forgot. Well, one of them I forgot. One of them, like, I was trying to, but I misclicked and bypassed. You feel like a bad person today, Hayden. Why's that? Why are we feeling like a bad guy? Stole the fan's iPhone screen protector because you're broke and going to act like you didn't. Oh, fams. iPhone 6S. In their screen protector just happens to fit that? Like, isn't the 6S? Isn't the 6S, like, significantly different? Yeah. iPhone 6S rose gold. I have a iPhone 10 that I use to, like, do my Pokemon Go spoofing videos with, and then I use it as an overhead camera for when I do card opening videos. And then rocking an iPhone 14 that's, you know, got a dying, failing battery because I use it way too much. Welcome back, Dino. 4 to 5 generations ahead. Oh yeah, easily. Like, iPhone 6S is on the verge of having apps like be discontinued for functionality with it, if I'm not mistaken. What's the highest iOS you can get on that thing right now? Is it letting you get like 20, 23? Are we on iOS 23 now? I don't even know. $16.3, okay. You just finished your trailer? Nice, Dino. Jailbroke it yourself to load iOS 18. Was that one of those things that, like, it can reasonably handle iOS 18, but because there's quality reduction, Apple's just like, no? My favorite Pokemon is Swampert, Xylon. And Negan, your wife likes retro Pokemon. It's good taste. I prefer Generation 3 Pokemon, but Generation 1 Pokemon have a charm to them for sure. Apple has also slowed down its battery and other nonsense, which is too bad. It's a good made phone. You remember when you were in 6th grade, you stole a classmate's Game Boy during gym? Also, you could trade Pokemon from your copy of Red to your copy of Blue. I first got into Pokemon as a game that my brother wouldn't let me play. Like, it was his game. He had Pokemon Blue, my sister had Pokemon Red, right? I didn't know my sister had Pokemon Red. She had it, like, in a drawer in her room somewhere and never pulled it out, ever. Had no idea for the longest time. But she wasn't a video game player, so I just never knew. Well, my brother caught me trying to play his game one day, and so he started hiding it. So it, like, I'm 3 years old, right? And I do have memories going back to that time. He's going to school. He's in, like, 1st or 2nd grade at the time. And he hides his Game Boy in the heater vent. Disgusting place, really, but I digress. He hid it there so I wouldn't play it. I found it. He had saved in front of Lance, right? He couldn't beat Lance. Absolutely couldn't. Meanwhile, I can't read. Like, I'm learning to read, but, like, realistically, I can't read. 3 years old, find the Game Boy, pull it out, and, like, start playing, and I'm just smashing buttons, right? So, whether you lose in the Elite Four or win in the Elite Four, I think the outcome's the same. You end up back in Pallet Town. I ended up button mashing my way through beating Lance purely on luck in not being able to read. Hey, Freeven. Welcome. And I get through Lance somehow, miraculously, and then manage to beat Gary. And, you know, it goes through all of its saving, its post-credits, and all that in auto-saves for you in front, like, in your room in Pallet Town. And I was like, ooh, I don't know what I did. But I turn it off. My brother gets home from school, turns it on, starts playing it, and realizes that he's now saved in his bedroom in Pallet Town. And he was pissed because he's like, chewing me out. Like, do you have any idea how long it took me to get through the first 3 members of that team? And I was struggling with the 4th, and you lost, kicked me back here, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I didn't lose. I won. I beat it. Like, I knew enough to know that, like, hey, it did it did a bunch of words flowing up on the screen. It saved. It said the end. Like, I think I beat it. And so, he goes to the PC, checks the Hall of Fame, all that, and sure enough, it was beaten. He was so pissed. He handed me the Game Boy and the Pokemon Blue and said, I don't want it anymore, it's yours. Like, my brother Rage gave me his Game Boy and Pokemon Blue. And that's how I got into Pokemon, and then I started using it, and it was during a time where I was learning how to read, so I used it to help learn how to read. You're watching Markiplier on your PC and me on your phone? Nice. 3-year-old illiterate prodigy. Yeah, basically. I mean, of course he had a Charizard. But it was good. And then somehow, because my sister didn't want to do dishes at one point, I ended up with her Game Boy and her copy of Pokemon Red. And so I would trade Pokemon back and forth between myself. Hey, Colossus. What? I don't even know what that is, but like, I've bought stocks on Robinhood before. That was fun. I was like day trading Nintendo stocks at one point. I think I made like $300 doing that. And like, Nintendo was super predictable for me for the most part. Like, occasionally I would pull $1,000 out of my savings, drop it on Nintendo because they were getting close to a Nintendo Direct happening. And so I would like buy a bunch of stocks like a month before the Nintendo Direct and let it slowly build up suspense. And then like 20 minutes before the Nintendo Direct happened, I would like cash out all of it and then buy it all back like once the Direct was officially over. Because what usually happens is people drum up the Nintendo stock as Nintendo Directs are coming, and they're always a disappointment. So people are like, the stocks aren't as worth as much, so you buy them back. That was something fun for me. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is just me gambling with free monies, and yeah, I would do that. So I would then turn around and use that profits to keep more long-term stuff in there. It was a good time. And when a Zelda game comes out, when a Pokemon game comes out, the 2 days leading up for it are usually pretty high, and then on launch day it usually tanks. It is in NASDAQ, but what you're looking at there, Colossus, is a type R account is what I think it's called. So you can't officially buy Nintendo stocks in USD, but what companies will do is they will buy a Nintendo stock in Japan under the Japanese stock market, and they basically fractionalize. That's what the F stands for in the F stocks. And then they'll sell it in USD. So for every one stock that they have in Japan, they'll have maybe 16 stocks on the NASDAQ for Nintendo F accounts. That way it's a little cheaper for you to buy. You get like a percentage equivalent of the profits that they get. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, it's they do have a NASDAQ ticker for it. I think it's NT Doi. Or maybe the Y is what makes it stand for fractionalize or something. I don't know. You're going to watch the stream until your game is done downloading? Wyatt, what game are you downloading? Are we here for 30 seconds or are we here for like 40 minutes? Are we downloading like Call of Duty or Pokemon Fire Red? I've done my Pokemon portfolio analysis. Oh, there was no analysis in there. This was just me derping around for 2 years looking at it. This is me just noticing trends that I participated in and understanding how the market works there a little bit from being a fan myself. You think I should talk about gaming companies and stocks while streaming? That more interesting than Grading Co? Yeah, probably. Welcome back, Greg. I mean, it's definitely something I know a little bit more about. Not a lot about, but like I know more about it than grading companies because like I just don't follow those at all. Doing well. Greg, was that you just slapped the subscribe button? Because like you popped in and it went up. I don't think it was a coincidence, but it also could have been Wyatt. Do you like subscribe while you're here and then unsubscribe when you leave? Like, what's going on? Because you subscribed yesterday, I thought. Oh. Well, that's not surprising. Apparently your dad doesn't like Pokemon. Honestly, like if my kid subscribed to somebody on my YouTube account, I don't even know if I would notice. Hey, Negan, you have a fantastic night. I have not seen Dragon Ball Daima. I haven't even seen DBZ Super. Yeah, there's Pokemon has like a few distinct design phases. 1 through 3, all Pokemon. But 3 marks a transition into 4 and 5. And after 5, there's a transition that's like a hard transition at 6. 7, 8, and 9 are all... Well, 7 and 8 are all a style. And then 7 starts transitioning into 8 and 9. But 8 being a more of a transition into 9. Like, 1 through 3 all look pretty similar. 4, 5 looked pretty similar to 3. And then there's just a hard shift at 6. 6, 7, and 8 look kind of similar, but at 8 there's another hard shift into 9. I do not have access to my Pokemon cards at the moment, Greg. My Pokemon cards are in a giant tote above my head. And I will probably fall on my face trying to get them at the moment. Oh yeah, the Gen 4 third stage evolution Pokemon are pretty abominable. They're also pretty ambipommable too. That was a top-tier dad joke, I'll have you know. You have a PSA 10 on one of your cards? That's pretty dope. I have had 2 PSA 10s in my collection at one point, but then I sold them because money is awesome. Which one for what, Colossus? Oh, gotcha. Charizard YEX, that's pretty sweet. I have a pretty cool Mega Gardevoir EX. I think that's probably my coolest card right now. What does demonetization mean? That's a random question. But it means that your channel video can't be monetized. It means that any money you've made from it is going to go to somebody who claimed ownership of the video. It's worth 2,000? That's pretty solid. Get you a college fund, son. You just started collecting Pokemon again in late 25, and by 2026 you have a great collection of PSA 8 Surfing Pikachu promo. Nice. Think you like Pikachu cards. I have the gold Mew card from 151. That's pretty cool. I don't actually think I have any slabs right now. I think I managed to successfully sell all my slabs. But I just haven't been able to buy Pokemon cards for a while. There for a minute on my main channel, I was trying to do a video series where I opened up a pack of cards every single day for an entire year. I like pittered out around day 100. Like, I want to try to do it again, but it just took so much time and effort. Oh, Colossus, that's brutal. So are they foreign language cards or are they still in English? And have you been buying these cards specifically as slabs or what? Like, are you buying packs, ripping them, and then having them graded, or are you just buying straight graded cards? I've actually sold a few cards on my eBay channel. eBay eBay store. You ripped and some bought straight? Gotcha. I don't think I have any listed on my brass coin eBay. What do I have listed on my main eBay? Well, thank you, Greg. Glad they're entertaining. Yep, looks like I got a Mega Venusaur, a Mega Gardevoir EX, a Mega Latias EX. Looks like I got a TGC Riolu, A Helioptile illustration rare. A Spearow illustration rare. A Shroodle illustration rare. A Spiritomb illustration rare. A Houndstone illustration rare. Exeggutor. Snover. How long have I been shiny hunting this Ghastly? 7.5 hours. This run, probably closer to about 73 hours at this point. My stream isn't set up to show off Pokemon cards. But, is this my eBay? Yeah. So, you can see those cards, Greg, if you go to eBay and look up the seller profile, link to game sell, all one word. Don't ask how I came up with that name because it doesn't make sense, but how do I evolve Alakazam without trading? You don't. I traded it. I have a second switch with Fire Red on it. Well, that's a bummer, Greg. Would it be possible if you could ship cards to me? What? Colossus, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. You end up paying a 72% custom duty? Why? I've bought several things on eBay, and I've never had to pay crazy shipping. Colossus, aren't you in the States? Oh, that would make sense. Okay. I'm like, I feel like I've never had to pay customs. Like if I buy a Nintendo GameCube for $100, I feel like I'm paying $106 plus shipping. So like sales tax for the state I'm in, but that's about it. Customs is applicable only if you import. Yeah, I buy stuff from Japan all the time. But I guess maybe I haven't so much since tariffs went crazy. No, I'm pretty sure if I buy something here in the States, I just have to pay sales tax for the state I'm in to eBay, and they take care of the rest. I don't know. You have 4 of those Charizard YEX cards? Nice. So you got like, are they all PSA graded? Are they all worth that $2,000 mark? Because that would be dope. You'll really have yourself a college fund. Hey, Jake, the frog. You know, we're just grinding away some ghastly haunter Cubone encounters, seeing what pops up sparkly. We're kind of cooking through this shiny only badge quest run. My best catch right now in this run is probably like my Alakazam. Like, I think Alakazam is the strongest member of my team right now. Also, I love the Derpy Frog PFP. You could buy a few PSA slab, maybe 3 or 4 from Silver Tempest, Crown, and maybe the Ancient Mew, all in PSA 9. Ship it to me and ship it to you. Wouldn't you still have to pay customs on the import though? After 9,440 Charmander resets, you got a Bulbasaur on the 3rd reset. You have a bad taste for Charmander because you accidentally skipped one on one. Not if I declare a lower value. Interesting. You might have to reach out to me on Discord about that. Like, I'm intrigued at the very least. Demonetization means YouTube refuses to pay you ad revenue because you hurt their feelings. That or somebody else claimed your stuff too many times. Hey, Billin, thanks for the luck. We're cooking on this run. We've had a good run so far. We're about 12,500 encounters. We got 4 shinies, and we've been at this probably about 74 hours. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. It'll pass because it'll be in a bubble mailer. Are the slabs that you order not in bubble mailers? Are they in boxes or something? I'm jelly of your 3 Master Ball Gengars. Not gonna lie, Greg. Not gonna lie. You do much shiny hunting, Billin? The declaration value is always high. I gotcha. You're doing a shiny Professor Oak's challenge in Fire and Leaf Green. Dang. So, like, before you can fight Brock, you have to get a shiny starter, Pidgey, Rattata, Mankey, Caterpie, Pikachu, and Weedle, and fully evolve them. Is that how I'm understanding that? You still think to date the Black Star promos from the Wizard of the Coast are the best cards from Surfing the Flying to Ancient Mew? Could be. Austin Strong, welcome. What's wild? Using multiple consoles to do it, so you're doing it in full living dex form, including 9 starters. Okay, yeah. I have a run for Pokemon Blue that I've been doing. Are you allowing, like, the Nugget Bridge glitch and the Retro Mail glitch on your run? I could only imagine the sheer amount of phases that you would go through doing that. Living Dex version is just wild, because I did that exact same thing, not shiny hunting, just that on Red and Blue, and it's taken forever to do just because of all the grind that goes on. Like, I think I'm just barely at Koga. $999 nuggets on each console. It's been 2.5 years so far. Sounds like it. Yeah, so the Retro Mail glitch is the ability to duplicate rare candies or other items. Like, you give 6 of your Pokemon mail with a word saved in it to hold, and then, well, I guess I should back up. You need a Mr. Mime, you need a Farfetch'd, and you need a Pokemon holding a berry. So the idea is that you send out the Pokemon holding the berry along with your Farfetch'd that knows knockoff. Your Pokemon with the berry gets down to below half HP, uses the berry, and then you rotate out. Has to be a double battle. Once you rotate that out, you switch into a Mr. Mime who is holding a Retro Mail with a word saved on it. You use your Farfetch to use knockoff, and then Mr. Mime uses recycle, so it picks up the berry. And so when you leave the battle, Mr. Mime's holding a berry when the game has a saved mail slot already taken up for it. and then you give 5 of your Pokemon mail to hold with a word in it so that it takes up the 6 slots, and then you have Mr. Mime hold like a rare candy or something. Doesn't have to be Mr. Mime, just that is convenient for the plot. And then you try to give it another retro mail, but you don't save a word in it, and it duplicates the item because it makes it think that, like, hey, we're giving a mail, so let's take this item and put it in the bag. But because it doesn't actually give it a mail, it just eats one of the mail and puts an extra item in your bag for whatever item should have been removed. So you basically clone any held item with it. Just a fun little glitchy glitch. That's a very rough explanation, but you're welcome. I have a full video on it on my channel. And I think Papa Hefe is the one that figured it out. Well, Colossus, for me to guess what country you're from, what time zone are you in? What time is it currently for you? Gotta narrow it down a little bit. Because, like, I want to say England, but I feel like that's definitely not right. But it's got to be someplace where English is prominent. I don't feel like Canada is going to have that high of an import. Australia definitely would, but they're like 16 hours ahead. Turkey. 10 p.m. in Canada where you're at? Hey, that's me too. You're just north of me then. The computer says, nah. It's 9:30 a.m. So we're talking about a 12-hour difference. How is it 9:30 anywhere? That makes no sense. It could barely be India. They have a 0.5-hour delay in some parts. But yeah, India is 12-hour behind. So like that would be my go-to, especially for what we're looking at there, but Hey, Shiny, welcome. Can I check my subscribers and see my viewership? But let be as it may. I can, but like I don't know if there's enough data at the moment to show where a lot of my views are coming from. But like things that fit into that time zone, I feel like would barely be India or China. I mean, I guess Russia kind of would fit too, but India has a stronger English presence, I think. I'm gonna guess, Greg, that you live in a van down by the river. Dinos on shorts now. Gasp. No. Greg lives on the East Coast somewhere. Or Ohio, I can't remember which. Yeah, Greg changes their answers daily. There we go. That there are, Colossus. Greg said yesterday that they live on the East Coast somewhere. roughly speaking. Not so much the coast, but, you know, over there. At least they said that they were, from conversation, approximately 2 hours ahead of me, which would be that area. But that's assuming that they were telling the truth at that point, which if they weren't, then we can't assume that they're telling the truth now. Have a great night, Dino. I did say Ohio earlier. Yes, it is, Greg. The thing is, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming. I'm inclined to continue for now, though. Have a good night, Billin. And good luck with your shiny Professor Oak's Living Dex challenge. That's a hardy one. Hey, there we go. Billin doing the good work. There's a chance we could make it to 1,000 tonight. Yeah, my email is actually on my channel name here. It's brasscoin1@gmail.com. You should put your work email back up on your YouTube channel. Like, legitimate work email? That would be maybe not the best decision ever. Once a ton of time you got sponsors? Hey, that's pretty awesome. What kind of sponsors did you get, Hayden? Just holding out for Raid Shadow Legends. Going to make you money and go to San Diego. That's awesome. Raid Shadow Legends. That's how you know you made it as a content creator. Raid Shadow Legends offers you a partnership deal. My main channel was actually doing well enough that eWin Racing gave me a desk. Like the desk I'm using right now was given to me for doing a product rating on the desk. And I was pretty honest with it. Like, it's a good, solid desk. And then, unfortunately, no free headphones, keyboards, or mice were offered up ever. Or webcams, like fun stuff. But like, yeah, I got the option between a desk and a chair, and they totally gave me a freaking desk. I was stoked. Your biggest sponsor offer was a jewelry store, K Jewelers. Why on earth? That's crazy. Like, I've done a few videos for Pogo. Spoofing companies, anyways. On the main channel. It's actually going to be extremely funny when the contact reaches out to the Sludge Bomb trainer to see if I want to do a video there. And I'm like, yeah, so I've totally worked with you guys before. Yeah, typically though, like, they do try to match what your audience is with the product, so your demographic. But that's interesting. Because, yeah, from what I saw, you do get a lot of views. But there was a reason why you only have memberships, but you didn't fully monetize your channel. What was the reason? I know you've told me before. Because as far as I know, you have enough subscribers at this point. Yeah. And if you're getting enough views for that kind of stuff, you should be, you don't typically like to do it, but you can guarantee a few thousand. Clickbait. Oh, okay. Nice, Hayden. Congrats. That's pretty cool. You believe you've made around 200 bucks? Nice. How long has that been cooking? Like, I think I was around 100 for the month of March. My channel doesn't do as well as it used to, for sure. But that's mostly because I haven't been making videos. I've just been streaming. Since March? Solid, man. That's awesome. Your income on that channel is better than my main channel, so that's really cool. Yeah, so funny enough, back when I was actually doing the Pokemon Go spoofing videos, they'll typically reach out and say, hey, do you want to do a video on this? What's your rate? And I'll be like, my rate is this. And they'll be like, okay. And then they'll have me do the video and pay out that rate. And then I feel like on some of them, I've actually made more money from the ad revenue for the video for people watching it than I've actually made for them actually paying me for it. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Yeah, and it's very common for like shiny hunting to nickname Pokemon based off of super chatters. Like I know Sauce McGavin did really well with that, saying, hey, highest super chatter gets the nickname rights, and he was pulling in like a couple grand from people fighting for nickname rights, or at least a couple hundred anyways. Made 10 to 20 just from streaming. Yeah, videos are where it's at for their ad revenue. Streams don't pay crap unless you have people super chatting and whatnot. You haven't made any big videos since being monetized. Hey, to put that into some perspective, the crazy thing about making videos is if you click the button to monetize all videos on your channel after you become monetized, you start making money off of your past videos for the views that they're getting currently. So oh, I do want the main channel. My bad. My channel. I want YouTube Studio. Analytics. Estimated revenue. So in 2005, I did a Pokemon video for Pogo spoofing. And when did I post it? Does it have a date? I don't know, but it's made like $9 the last 28 days alone from views somehow. It's got like 20,000 views for its life, and it can't be over a year old. Like, it was just in 2025. Maybe it just barely hit a year old. It looks like March 18th, 2025. So yeah, it's just a little over a year old. It's made 85 bucks, which is, I'm confident to say, more than they paid me to make it. Yeah. Yeah, once you put a video on there, if it stays steady and continues to get views, like it's another stream of income. Like, from 2022, I did a Wisp video for the Alabaster Ice Lens. That one is still trending. Not trending, but like, it's got 19,000 views, almost 20,000 itself. And it's made like $77 in ad revenue. And that was post January 30th, 2022. You haven't found a way to do it on iPhone? I feel like iAnyGo. I mean, they're paid ones, of course, but I really like LocaChange. I think LocaChange is my favorite. It works the easiest, most consistently. But yeah, I got easy shiny Rayquaza hunt from Pokemon Emerald, like just showing how to RNG manipulate that crap. Videos on how to create ROMs, extract, edit, and all that. Yeah. It's crazy what's still getting views. Cobalt Coastland. The RPMs are like crazy for some of these though. Cobalt Coastlands. I need Crimson. Mirelands. Obsidian Field. Your videos that are popping off are the unlimited Master Balls in red, how to catch unlimited Mewtwo in red, how to catch level 100 Nido and Gengar in red. Yeah, those fun little quirky glitches and stuff. How to catch Seal legally in red. That's fun. Since upload. And then you just change the title to the other version if it's an exclusive. That's funny. Yeah, so Obsidian Fieldlands didn't do as well, it looks like. Let's see if Cobalt Coastland did better. Cobalt Coastland did even worse than Obsidian, I feel like. And Crimson Mireland did about the same. But for some reason, Alabaster Icelands, everybody has problems with, so they watch it. It is kind of demoralizing when you put a lot of work in and your video falls flat, doesn't it? The Team Rocket rap video. Oh, that's random, Greg. 1 view away from 50. There, I'm number 50. Dr. Snapper! How you doing, Dr. Snapper? You don't like your videos you put out unless they get a few hundred to 1,000? I feel that. You're okay? Was in the ER the other day for chest pain after a fall. Dang. Just a chest wall pain. Well, that's scary-ish. Other than that, you're just vibing with life. Well, we're glad you're vibing. Dude, my kid will not go to sleep. He's just still in there staring up at the camera here. Hurts to sneeze? Yeah. So, did you fall and just, like, land on your back or chest or something? Chest on your radio. Were you chasing after somebody suspicious, or was this just like a completely random accident? Was at work but didn't report. Was it a shoelace, Dr. Snapper? Just tripped over a little curb. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot to earlier to tell, but when I was talking about your brother, your cousins used to have to hide Pokemon Sapphire from you. That's funny. Because Sapphire is a good game. C'est la vie. I hate that that word is pronounced that way, just so you know, Dr. Snapper. I don't hate the word, I just hate that it's spelled that way and pronounced not that way. My little Spanish wants to come out when I read that way. Hey! I can handle that. No, just... I know if it was in Spanish, it would be S-I space E-S, C-S. But, like, I read that as sieste la vie. But, like, I know that it's pronounced say. And it just makes my brain hurt. A little bit. Greg over there dropping Zonai symbols. My wife just texts me and she's saying, c'est la vie. I know what it means. I just think it's spelt stupid because it's French or something. You forgot the E on your insult. Tu es stupide. That too. Hey, Dr. Snapper. Have a good one. Tell Swayze you said hi. They were here earlier. We will pass along a message. Hey, Shauna, I'm surprised you're on for a late stream. Bacon's good. Ah, kiddo at Gmos tonight. That's nice. Maybe I'll have to see if my kiddo can stay the night at Gmos sometime. I will probably not be touching Pokemon Champions, being super real. I'm not huge into battling, so like it just doesn't strike me as something worth putting time into. Like Pokemon Unite was at least different. Like I won't even do the Pokemon Tower in Emerald or whatever the crap it's called. Battle Tower. You can shiny hunt in champions. How exactly does one do that, though? Hey, Sass. Crazy take. Try it. Like, I also think it's wild that they currently aren't offering 6v6. Can't say because you're collecting more info. Because, like, I'm just not really huge on player versus player battling. It's never been my forte. If it was, I would have been doing competitions forever ago. It's an amazing way to start. How is it different than the normal 6v6 battles that you would typically have in like a tournament for Scarlet and Violet, let's say, or Generation 8? Because, like, I'm not saying that the game's bad by any means. Haven't played it, don't know. It's just, I don't feel like it would be my cup of tea because I don't even like doing tournaments for the mainline games. And from what I understand was Champions was supposed to replace the battling in mainline games over time. Like, the Gen 10, let's say, wouldn't have online PvP. It would all be done through Champions, is what I understood Champions to be. You spent about 30 minutes trying to get a cork out of a bottle with a corkscrew. That is a lot of tools to get that out. You're streaming a shiny only run in Arceus but didn't find any shinies? This is the new competitive standard? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes. You find it when you get off stream. All VCG tournaments will be through champions for the foreseeable future? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. See, I'm surprised that they're allowing access to home on that game, because I thought the entire premise of that game was to build your Pokemon for your team in a simple, easy environment where everybody has the same level of access and you don't have to grind for forever to get it. I thought they were going to let you do Pokemon creation there, kind of like Showdown, to hedge out the use of bots to create those Pokemon for a competitive edge. %, they did. But that, because if I'm not mistaken, you can bring your Floette from ZA to Pokemon Champions, and they give you a gift for doing so. So, like, I was thinking, I thought the entire purpose was you wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, absolutely, Shauna. You can find a shiny at any point in time. Shiny Vulpix hunt when? I actually don't know if we're going to get to Vulpix in this run, because I don't know a good way to isolate it, or, you know, even have a chance at isolating it at the moment. And I think people want me to go for Lapras instead. I could freely build any Pokemon in the game. Okay. So what's with its home connectivity then? Because, like, I heard that it had home connectivity. Did I hear wrong? There's only 130 available Mons and Champions? Okay. But if you can bring your shiny Pokemon from Champions to home, it's a great way to shiny hunt. You can port them in or recruit in Champions. Okay. And Pokemon Champions is a free game, I've heard. So how do Pokemon be charging money in that game? Like, are they making any off of it? Battle Pass nonsense and box space. Gotcha. That makes sense. Well, Sass, maybe you will have talked me into giving it a try. Alls I know is I doubt my stall wall tactic will work very well with only 3 Pokemon. Or, you know, however many, 4, whatever. Because I know it's not 6. It's done you well for viewership on YouTube also. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to like stream it or do videos. Maybe videos on it, but streaming it probably not. My stream time is tied up at the moment. This run's gonna take long enough without detours, I think. Hey, Sass, thanks for the sub, man. We're getting closer to that 500 benchmark. Sure, Greg. I don't see a problem with that. You know, aside from the fact that I'm probably ending in like 11 encounters, well, nice even 1,000. What are we stuck at, like 28 or something? Federico. We got the Alakazam. I was wondering if that's what that word meant. Austin Strong, welcome back. Go 1,500 encounters. Beats the grind. I gotta go to sleep sometime. But historically, it has been when I've decided to go like just 3 more encounters that I found a shiny. Like, I owe 3 of my shinies, I feel like, to Marcus, who is listed as Sludge Bomb Squad mod, saying, no, you gotta do 5 more minutes, and then I'll usually find the shiny. It's the wildest thing. If we're lucky, we'll get a nap time stream tomorrow. I doubt it. I have been working on a few things video-wise that I'm excited about. So I'll probably spend more time doing that tomorrow. But definitely 7:30, 8 p.m. again we'll be streaming. You left to play, ran into a shiny Nidoran, didn't have any Pokeballs, so you're back. Austin, that's actually pretty brutal. Have a good one, Greg. No, thanks, Federico. No, we made some great progress today. I think I started off the stream needing 19 subscribers to hit 500, and now we're only 12 away. So, done some good work today. We're getting closer every single day to that benchmark, and after 500, that's where things start to kind of pop off a little bit more. So, super excited to be getting close to hitting that exciting benchmark. Let's get this encounter slid over a little bit there. Okay. All right. Soft resets for Bulbasaur was 2,224. And yes, Wumbo, Jumbo, Bumbo, I do have 2 streams going on at once. Actually, I have 3. I have 2 channels, a horizontal on one of the channels, and a Twitch stream as well. So we're live in 4 places right now. But we will catch you all tomorrow.